How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Unsigned Pop Punk Podcast, a podcast about life in the music industry. I'm your host, Patrick Tarnowski. Today, we got Gibby. He ain't here. Brett, they ain't here, but that's okay. Today, we got Jade from the LA band Scarlet Bandit on the show. Jade, welcome.
Thank you for having me, man. It's a pleasure to be here. It's my pleasure.
I think you popped off so much you blew up your microphone for a second there.
I might have. It's this mic, right? This one's working.
That one.
Wait.
Yep.
All right, killer. Just making sure. Just gotta, hone it in there.
It was definitely that one. It's perfect. We know that for a fact because since you were tapping on it, I could clearly hear the taps.
Fuck yeah. Sweet.
It's good. We got that perfected, and I'll send it over to you. You can use it in your next single.
Absolutely. The taps. I will. Don't fuck. I will put that in
some
there.
Mikey taps.
I will put that in there. Hell yeah.
This little part of the song. This is like a really special part to me. This was part of a podcast I was on. We were tapping on the mic. It's a really special moment.
It's real kind of like it comes from my soul, It's like really it's kind of gut wrenching. Feel free to cry if you need to. Feel free to leave. I get it,
It's this is art. This is as art as it gets.
Art, man. God damn.
Well, speaking of art, you just released your latest single, "Best Friends Forever," on June 9th. Tell me a bit about the song. How's the response been for it?
So, that's the first single off our second record. The song has existed in a couple different forms for like a couple years. And it's basically about I don't know how particular I can get about the subject matter.
Okay.
But it's about a ex-friend who I'm not gonna say what they did.
Did you dirty a bit?
Did me dirty.
All right,
to say the least.
Did you dirty?
A couple of years ago.
Sure.
And it was actually it was all just kind of written in like a night. Like the original version of it was kind of just like written in like an hour in one night.
Sure.
And then right before I did the final vocals for it, I rewrote the verses to make them a little better. But it was a very kind of quick thing, that song. But the response to it has been extremely positive, which I'm very happy about, coming off a Rockstar Girlfriend, which is like a fucking pop song experiment to see if we could make a song that could be marketed with 1 billion TikToks, and it worked. But at what cost?
Dude, it's a fun song, man. That's a fun ass song.
Fuck yeah, thank you. That means a lot. That was that one was maybe like a half hour. Like that one was wild.
Some of the best songs like are made in like a half hour though.
Right? Like the fucking Middle by Jimmy Eat World, that was like fucking 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so putting out something a little heavier, a little more maximalist with all like the percussion and the all like the fucking I don't want to call it Spanish guitar because it's just an acoustic guitar, but all the kind of the strange stuff that usually isn't in pop punk songs.
Yeah.
And there's a fucking breakdown in it, so
yeah,
I'm glad people dug it. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely like the first time I listened to it, and I'm honestly like when I just re-listened to it like before hopping on here, I was like, all right, gotta get ready again, pop it back on, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this part. This part's sick.
Fuck yeah, that's so cool, man. I fucking love that.
Yeah, because it's not expected, and then it's like, oh hey, I like this.
Fuck yes, I'm
me a
so
good
glad that I don't know, we can do weird shit and like it's not even that weird. It's not even that weird.
No.
But like we could do something a little off center, a little off kilter, and people will dig it as much as they have.
Yeah. And it's fun to like, experiment and to switch shit up.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to write that pretty pop song. That's okay.
Fuck yeah. Sometimes you got to write your TikTok song,
Yeah.
you know. So
Not
yeah,
every, like look at Green Day, one of their biggest songs, "Good Riddance, Time of Your Life," but not every song has to be that. But that
exactly.
song, that's
That fucking
that
song.
song was my high school dance, man. Like that's that song is like I I danced to my girl to that song.
With your girl, dude. Fucking my prom. I'm like a little baby. I'll be 24 in a month and a half.
Sure.
So I'm like my prom was like 2018 and 2019, but my fucking prom, like the big dance of the night, I requested Letters to You by Finch and they played the acoustic version and got all the fucking jocks in my school to slow dance with their fucking lacrosse girlfriends to Finch. It's so sick.
Dude, that's impressive that anyone in 2018 knew Finch, to be honest.
Really? Yeah. I fucking that's my shit. That's my
Dude,
shit.
Finch is great. That whole album is like a 10
Oh
out of
my
10.
god. And Say Hello to Sunshine. I've been
Yeah.
fucking digging on that lately too. That
That
fucking
one,
is
that
so
was like
weird.
that was their experimental stage, and like unfortunately that was kind of the album that like they like disappeared because it was so different, but
Yeah.
it's good though. I
It's
it's still
so
good.
fucking good. And Back to Oblivion, the 2014 album. Oh my god. That's what like got me into them. Like there was this music reviewer on YouTube named Crash Thompson. He reviewed it and
Hmm.
I was like, yo, that's a dope cover. It's like 2014, 2015. I was like, yo, that's a dope fucking cover. And I went and listened to it and I was like, holy fuck. And then I heard What It Is to Burn. I was like, oh shit. And
Dude,
then, you know,
what it is to burn, man. That was like
oh
that
fuck.
was my album.
Having like two Daryl Palumbo features on your record in 2002 is fucking nuts. Like that's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And so back to like your music though,
Oh
because
yeah, sorry.
no, we're good. We're good. This whole thing we're gonna bounce all over the place. We're gonna get off course.
Okay.
That's the point. This is a podcast. We're
It
not about
is.
straight lines here.
Fuck.
Uh, but you're just saying best friends forever. But that's gonna be on the like so another album because you just released Vengeance and Vanity in late January of this year. So it
Mm-hmm.
hasn't even it was half a year. So
Fuck
that you
yeah.
did your the last EP. So tell us a bit about that. Do you got like a little more info you can share?
Absolutely. I'm actually looking at the track list on my wall right now with the fucking little scratches for vocals.
Okay.
Um it's and also our first record turns one
Hmm.
in 3 weeks. So like that is also a very young record.
Yeah.
Um but the second record is very I kind of had an identity crisis during the Vengeance and Vanity era. I was like, what the fuck are we doing dressing up like we're a fucking glam band in like and we're like in the rock scene, so we get booked on a lot of like rock shows. Like we played the Whiskey with a bunch of rock bands, and then we come out there looking like a rock band, and then we play a bunch of fucking pop punk songs about girls, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, "What the fuck?" Like, and so after we filmed the music video for Rockstar Girlfriend, which is not out, which I don't know if it will be released. Um, but we got the rough cut, and I was like, we look fucking stupid. Like we do not like we dress up like fucking Motley Crue and sing a song that sounds like Big Time Rush. Like I love Big Time Rush way more than Motley Crue.
Okay.
Like I and I was just like, this is not fucking working. We should just like I should just like be able to try to be kind of
Just be you.
fuck, what's the word? Like kind of be something that I'm like good at being, which is I grew up with like Poison and
Yeah.
Def Leppard, but like that's not the music that like changed me. That's like the Starting Line, Taking Back Sunday, the Bouncing Souls,
Yeah.
fucking the Used, you know, My Chemical Romance. I
Yeah.
have 4 Green Day tattoos.
Yeah.
Obviously, Motion City soundtrack, 4 Year Strong. I could fucking go on. But saves the day. But I could go on. I could go on.
Yeah.
But and also like punk rock, like to a lesser degree because I love melody. But like the Descendants, all um fucking Black Flag, of course, the Misfits. Yeah. Um, all that shit. Fucking Riverdale's, obviously the fucking Ramones. Everybody loves the Ramones. Um, but that's the music that like gets me. Like I don't listen to fucking Come On Feel the Noise when I'm like having a bad time, I throw on
Sure.
Commit This to Memory.
Right.
Um, and I kind of really embraced that with this album. And it's really cool. I really like it. I'm looking through the track list right now. There's a kind of a little it's got a little flow. There's
Okay.
more ballads. Uh-oh. There's 2 ballads instead of 1. Fuck.
Nice.
There's
Ballads.
13 songs though.
Okay.
Um it's a fuck. Best Friends Forever is track 5.
Right. So is
Uh
anything off of Vengeance Vanity going to be on this full album, or is that like its own little glam emo moment in the sun?
Definitely its own little glam emo moment in the sun.
Okay.
Um as you can tell, you've heard Best Friends Forever, but
Yeah.
production is a lot cleaner on the new album. We went to excuse me. We went to formerly Normandy Sound in Warren, Rhode Island. Now it's called Triad Recording.
Okay.
But like so many of like my favorite like hardcore bands like fucking Youth of Today, Judge, Shelter, um fuck. What's the Cro-Mags?
Oh, the
Um
Cro-Mags.
Cro-Mags did a record there. Agnostic Front did a couple. Dropkick Murphys did a record there. Christina Aguilera did her first record there also. Um, but
So
still
you
like
had
really
to
good
go there.
place.
You're just trying to hide it, but Christina Aguilera was the key selling point.
Exactly. The Beaver Brown band did a fucking record. There's like you walk in and there's all these fucking records on the wall. I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing here? But it was so cool. We got to use the same drum room as fucking Judge did on Bringing Him Down, which was like such a moment, like such a fucking cool moment. Um, for me at least. And like just fucking hitting the snare and have it go in that hallway and then being like that's the Judge hallway. Like fuck
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so we did that and the bass tracking there, and then the rest I just did in this room at this desk.
That's
So
exciting.
yeah, a little half half produced, half unproduced, but it sounds a lot better than in a living room in San Bernardino.
Well, and vocals are a lot easier to do in various locations, but to get like a really great drum sound, really good guitar sounds, it's very helpful to have, the a proper space
Very much.
to get those good sounds instead of just, triggering everything. And
Yeah, and I didn't. There's no sample replacing on the drums either. That's the drums, which I'm really proud of.
yeah.
So yeah.
That's exciting, man. Like that's awesome. Like it's always really exciting getting to record like in an awesome studio, getting awesome sounds. Like a lot of people don't get to experience that. And so it's like it's super fucking special when you get to.
It fucking is. It's so. Oh my god. Yeah, like you said, it's so special. It's such a moment.
Hell yeah. So looking back at like your first singles then, like your first 2 singles, Oh Haley and Nervous Breakdown,
Mm,
from a few years back, 2023, how would you
yeah.
say your sound like has changed since then?
So, that one was kind of just a little teaser of what the band was because I had like just moved to LA or not even LA at that point. I was in San Bernardino.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I just moved to California and I like had this record that was I was like mixing, which was Lose Your Blues. And I had this rough mix of O'Haley and then this rough mix of this Black Flag cover. I was like, let's fucking put those out. Why not? Um, but I think that just kind of being a little punky little thing, very like rough around the edges. I think it's evolved to a point like it's kind of grown up a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, being like, O'Haley's like this, like, oh fuck you, and like I name drop somebody. That was fucking crazy. And like to be fair, I don't know if you've heard the rest of the record, but there is a song called Water in a Wine Glass, which is about the same person from a few months after. And then when I was selecting songs for the final track list, the Haley in question was like, it would be so funny if you put O'Haley on the album. And I was like, I fucking guess. I just hit my tooth. um, but yeah, so the only reason that song is on the record is because Haley was like, it would be so funny if you put that on the album. And Water in a Wine Glass, much better song, and is a kind of a mending of that friendship. Um, also on the record, and is a little more streams, so I'm happy about that. But I'm getting so fucking off track, but it's a podcast, so it's all
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Um, but I think compared to that first little shit, and then like Dollar Store Dynamite, Kids. Oh my god, fuck it. The new album's called Kids These Days. Shit. Fuck. Anyway, okay. New album's called Kids These Days. So Kids These Days is a much more kind of mature, kind of look at. Well, it's first of all, it's a concept record.
Okay.
Again, like Lose Your Blues was a little loose concept record about a party, and seeing who is there after the party. Like, will you leave with the same people you arrived with? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um,
That's cool. I like that
and
idea.
this one is kind of a loose concept record about a show attended by a bunch of 19-year-old kids, and they kind of it's with the backdrop of like it's the last time these kids will hang out with each other
Yeah.
before they go off and live their adult lives, but they don't know that it's the last time.
It's like the last
um
hurrah.
exactly. And like it's like, oh, this will happen again, but nah, like people like go off and live their adult lives, people move
Yeah.
away, whatever. And like all like your little teenage problems in retrospect are so small, and like you don't even remember those, but like at the time they were so big and they were like so consuming. But
Mm-hmm.
then when you kind of get past it, it's like, who gives a fuck that I forgot my headphones when I went to fucking school, dude? Like it was fine.
Oh God.
So
Yes.
yeah.
I have a couple of kids in like one's in high school and it's just so many like nothing problems all the time. It's like
Yeah.
I swear to God this is nothing. I swear there is literally zero problems here. You just gotta
Yeah.
like just chill.
You just gotta
Just gotta
lock in.
just gotta chill.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's a little more grown up than like there's some there was a original version of Lose Your Blues that had like a song called Certificate of Swag on it. Um, but the reissue of the record with We Run and In Your Bedroom, I think is a much better view of what the band is, what the band was at the time too. But definitely more grown up than even Vengeance and Vanity. It's pretty immature, but you know. Neither here nor there. I
And
guess
I
it's
mean,
here.
it's like emo pop punk. It's all a little immature, you know?
Oh
Like there's
yeah.
a lot of immaturity that happens in this genre, but that's part of the fun of it. Like that's, you know, like I mean, look at just Blink-182, like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
there's so many pee pee poo poo jokes, you know,
Exactly. Fuck
all over
yeah.
the place, and they're one of the biggest bands in this genre's history.
They're one of the
And
biggest bands in the fucking world. Like,
true,
that's
exactly.
nuts.
But it's like, you know, a lot of the bands in this genre are, you know, it's just that air of fun, you know, even like also just like punk rock bands like the fucking Vandals are
Yes.
goofy
Oh
as
my
shit,
god.
you know.
Fucking Guttermouth. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah.
Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, you know. No effects, like
Fuck yeah.
they're all like there's a lot of just it's party, it's punk, it's just fuck you. That it's I'm gonna say what I want to say, even if it's dumb,
Fuck yeah.
and that's
That's
okay.
fucking true. Yeah.
That's part of the fun of it.
Hell yeah. No, you're fucking right. That's fucking sick as shit.
Uh, so I had another question, but you pretty much answered it earlier.
Mm.
Um, but I'm gonna try and think of how to take it. Like, so you know, you brought up like a ton of your like influences of like you know this scene, you know, but grown little Jade, you know, little guy, just a little guy, you
Just a
know,
little guy.
what what bands or artists made you want to become a musician? Like who are those artists that like you were sitting there and one day you were like, oh, fuck yeah, I want to do this. This is what I want to do.
Fucking there are three main ones. Um Green Day.
Hmm.
I discovered the song Holiday on YouTube in 2007 and I was 6 years old. And I was like, yo, this is the shit. And I was like, I went to my dad and I was like, what the fuck is this? And he had a copy of American Idiot and he was like, he gave me American Idiot and Bullet in a Bible. And he was like, there. And I was like, oh yeah, fuck yes, absolutely. And now I have that one. I have Coma City right there.
Oh, Coma City, huh? That's cool.
Yeah. What else? Fuck. There's one, two. I have the Stoplight from the trilogy. Fuck. There's one more Green Day one. What the shit? Am I tweaking low key? Oh my god. I have four Green Day tattoos though. Fuck. I'm. What the fuck? Why can't I find?
I don't
Do I
know.
have three?
I don't know. I don't know. But trust me, I don't know your body as good as you do.
That's true. I
So
know it like I know it a fair amount. But yeah, I fucking love Green Day so much. And then
yeah.
a little spoiler with another one. Goddamn Foo Fighters.
Oh, I was
Um,
wondering. Honestly, I was wondering if that was the Foo Fighters. Like that's
fuck yeah.
okay.
Actually, okay, there's four. There's four. Um, so Foo Fighters, my dad, along with after I finished American Idiot and Bull in a Bible, and then International Super Hits, uh, he gave me Color and the Shape,
It's a great
and
one.
I think In Your Honor.
Okay,
And I sat with Color and the Shape for a while because fucking starts off with Doll and then Monkey Wrench. Oh yeah.
dude. Monkey Wrench. I thought that was like a pop punk band at first. Like
Dude.
when Monkey Wrench came out, and I was like, "What is this?"
My God. And that fucking production is like that. Gil Norton. Oh my fucking God. Like that drum sound
Mm-hmm.
is monstrous. And then In Your Honor, little less monstrous drum sound, but it's okay. I forgive Nick Reskulinix for that. We forgive him. Just the great songs. But the second half, I was not ready for. I was not ready for soft music yet. So that one has kind of been a learning experience over the last 18 years. Jesus Christ. To like kind of love those other 10 songs. But the last two, I gave two that I was kind of given. And then the last two are two that I discovered. Um, so I don't know if you saw that. Probably did not because it's inside my arm. But My Chemical Romance. I was on Flipnote Hatena for the DSI in the summer of 2010. And somebody made a video with famous last words. And I was like, yo, that is the shit. And I looked it up and it was famous last words by My Chemical Romance. And I saw the music video and all the fucking fire. And I was like, holy shit. And then I found I'm Not Okay and It Goes to You and, all the fucking hits. And then, like 2 months later, they put out Nana. And I was like, yo, it's got
Yeah.
riffs. All right. And then I kind of looked around on Flipnote Hatena and everyone was like, this fucking sucks. I was like, yo, what the fuck? You guys fucking smell like shit. This rules.
I do like that album, but I do remember it being like everyone was like, uh-uh.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't my
Essentially,
this
like,
ain't my
Sing was the
chem.
second single. That was, oh, everybody was fucking lit up on that goddamn, social media
Yeah.
program in 2010. But
I,
then, like, I went out with my aunt to get the record, like, for Christmas, like the month after it came out, and I fucking loved it, and it's still my favorite My Chem record. I love
hmm,
it, and so that was like my
I like it.
first. Hell, it's so good, dude. Even Scarecrow, I fucking love Scarecrow. I fucking love Scarecrow, and Planetary, and Sing, and Kids Yesterday. I don't give a fuck, dude. Um, but and then the last one, is a band that my best friend in the whole world, Jeff the Epic, from the band Rectus Abdominis.
Yeah.
We've been best friends since sixth grade. So what's that? 13 years? That's crazy as fuck. Um, he showed me this band on a bus ride that his dad gave him an album of, a CD. And it was, God, what an introduction. Because it was, he just played me all of Enemy of the World by 4 Year Strong. And that was like, holy fuck, you can do like pop punk, like I love, but you can do fucking heavy.
Yeah.
And at the time, like, Motionless in White, fucking asking Alexandria, like, were big at the time. And so I love that. But
Yeah.
also, like, As It Is, Story So Far, Neck Deep, big at the
Hmm.
time. And also the fact that they were from Massachusetts, which is where I'm from.
Yeah.
So it was like, dude, these guys are like from like an hour from here. And so that was big, that like you could be from Massachusetts and make kick ass fucking pop punk music. And then we saw them at Warped Tour the year after in 2016. And fuck, life changed. And they were the
Was it
first set of the day. So
was 2016 the one where they had the big Christmas set?
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
I went to that Warp Tour as
that
well.
was fucking incredible.
I actually I met them at that one, and they like,
Really?
yeah, they were random, like literally I was just me and my wife were just wandering, and we wandered by like their their merch tent, and they like had just walked into it, and I was like, yo, can I get can I don't remember what it's called, but their cover album, like the
Oh, explains it all.
yeah, I got their Explains It All vinyl, and I was like, "Can you sign this?" They're like, "Oh yeah, cool." It was like totally unplanned because there was no one else fucking there.
Dude, that's
They were
fucking
just hanging out, and I
nuts.
was like, "Dude, okay, this is awesome. You guys rule."
Dude, literally, we were in line for like a hot dog, and we saw Dan also in line for a hot dog. We didn't want to bother him though, because we were like a bunch of like I don't know, like I was like turning 14. I was like, I don't want to go bother her. I was scared. He's
So
famous.
it's super funny for the so I did 2 years of Warp Tour, and when I was younger, I had a like well I've recently I've cut my beard, but I had a much bigger beard, and for the longest fucking time everyone like said that like me and Dan looked super similar, and I used to get kids come up to me like every fucking day to say like having me asking me to sign shit. And I'm not gonna lie, there were a couple times when I did. I signed a
Hell
couple things.
yeah.
I signed a couple things for him, but I did not. I was not Dan. I've never been Dan.
That's
Uh,
fucking so funny.
it's super funny, but I worked for a company called Plug Your Holes, and
No shit.
yeah,
I've probably met you.
it's very possible.
What years did you do Warped?
No, probably not.
Shit.
The 2 years I did was 2011 and 12,
Ah, shit. I started in 2015. Yeah.
but my like one of my best friends in the world, Sam Dean, he's the owner of Plug Your Holes, so
That's crazy.
yeah, it started
God
right here in
damn.
Duluth, Minnesota.
Wait, so you got to see you had to see Blood on the Dance Floor play the main stage, huh?
I well, I never watched it, but
Yeah, that's crazy. 2012 was a crazy year on Warped. There's
yeah,
like
20,
MGK, Hostage Calm. Um, there's that one
I don't really
that one
remember.
Welsh band.
I don't really remember a lot of the band. I mostly hung out with the Acacia Strain.
Oh
Uh,
fuck yeah! Those guys are literally from like the town I
yeah,
was born in.
yeah.
What the fuck? Hell yeah!
um, I got to watch like I watched them side stage on like on their last day. I watched them a lot side stage that year, but like the last day of the tour, he was like, go fucking destroy the porta potties, and the crowd did, and he was like, oh shit, they're doing it,
Oh
no.
my god,
He
dude.
didn't actually think they would, but
Yeah, I
they
fucking
did.
love those guys.
Yeah,
God damn.
me and their bus driver, we for 2012 we had decided that we were gonna have a beard off. And I don't remember exactly what we did for it, but we had like a poster made for it.
Fuck, dude. Who won?
I don't even know.
Shit.
uh because I think
God
halfway
damn.
through we just stopped doing stuff because I think it was all about just who would grow a longer beard throughout the tour.
Shit. I mean, yeah, just gotta leave it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking funny, dude.
It was silly. It was dumb.
That's tight as fuck, though.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a
A
good year.
competition. Hell yeah.
It's fun. Long days. Long days.
Mm, I can imagine. Fuck, dude.
But yeah, one of the things you brought up, though, I was going to bring this up, some rectus abdominis, and you got some other projects, some what is it, Gunch, so
Oh my god.
heart shaped lakes, gold flame. So
Yeah.
so according to this fandom site,
Oh shit.
Scarlet Bandit is actually a side project, and Rectus Abdominis is the project.
So if you want to look at it based on longevity and numbers and kind of most of the factors that you place in like deciding on whether a project is main or side, Rectus probably should be considered a main project.
Yeah,
Um, that is a band that me and a couple friends, like childhood friends, like in high
yeah,
school, we started as a joke to say that, oh, we're in a band. Oh, isn't that funny?
yeah.
And then we were like, wouldn't it be so funny if we made an album in a night as a joke and we just like had an album and then we're like, hey, we're in a band, we have an album. And we made the first album in a night and it was really bad. And then it started to kind of pick up streams on SoundCloud because that's the only place where it was. It was just
Sure.
SoundCloud. And then we were like, fuck, okay, maybe let's do another one. And then so we did another one a month later. And then we actually tried to write songs instead of just being like, Roblox.
Yeah.
And that's where
Roblox.
that tattoo comes from. The first song, like the first actual kind of song we ever tried to really write, was called "The Speed Limit." And we were like, oh fuck, we can like write songs with like melodies and stuff. And then we put out a third album, 2 months after that one, and then where we tried a little harder, and it was like the first album was like 10 minutes, second album was like 11 minutes, third album was 29 minutes, and we were like, oh okay, we're getting into actual album length. um Third album, or no, fourth album, kind of keeps that trajectory going. That's actually the first appearance of Certificate of Swag, was that album in January 2018. um then albums like kept going. uh Sixth album, we tried to do a concept album called Rectus Abdominis versus the World. Still not very sure on what the concept was, but it was kind of like an artistic statement. Like, let's do something that sounds like Story of the Year and the fucking Used, like something darker, something black and red, and then end it with a synth pop song. Wouldn't that be funny? um, but that's kind of like, that band has kind of become my life. Uh Even though it's like it started out as fucking Roblox and poop jokes. This new album, which actually you could see the cover for, uh our new album is called Fuck This Album, and it has a hole in the middle where you can fuck this album.
Oh,
Um
okay.
but I don't know, that album, that band has like taken on such a life of its own. And we just did it for fun, like just a bunch of friends in a parent's basement, and now it's something that like we put effort into, and like fucking we write songs, and we're like, oh, is this idea good enough for this one? Fuck, maybe this should be track 9 instead of 7. Fuck, dude, make it really flow right, instead of just like, wouldn't it be funny if we did a 19-minute doom metal song after a metro station borderline cover? um like I don't know, that band is like, so just the amount of, we're on our 20th album, that'll be our 20th in
Jesus.
8 years. And the amount of like, when we put out a record, we're already on the next one, like has leveled up my songwriting, production, mixing, like just knowledge of like what it takes to write a song, like the kinds of songs that I can write. Like, we can write a fucking a there's like a Deftones, there's two Deftonesy songs on our
Okay.
last record, and then the first single from the new album, somebody said sounds like fucking Katy Perry. Like,
There you go.
just the range. Like, I have most of my musical ability to thank that band. I think I structured that right. But yeah, so that band changed my fucking life. And well, it still is. We're still fucking making shit. We're putting out a new record in September. So um it Rectus never dies. But yeah. And then Gold Flame was kind of my first band. I started as a kid in 2010, and it kind of like, it brought me to a place where I was like putting out records, and like making records by myself and putting them out. And then in 2021, we were like, fuck the name Gold Flame, let's change it to Heart Shaped Lakes. And then so we did that, and then that just like fucking, that kind of sucked. That that Heart Shaped Lakes record sucks. Oh my god. It sounds like fucking ass. Um, but like, every step is necessary. So like,
Yeah.
you need to make a record that sounds like shit, then you need to make a record that sounds like shit. And golly I did. But
I've been there.
oh yeah, fuck dude, wait, I never asked, what was your band called?
I've been in a few different bands, but Most notably, I was in a band called Jamestown Story,
Fuck
uh,
yeah.
and then also known as And Then I Turned Seven. And then I was in a band. I mean, it's still technically in this band because we've never. I'm I'm of the mind to where it's like I hate when bands are like, we're gonna break up. Call it quits. It's like, well, just stop doing it. You don't gotta make a spectacle because if you
Yeah.
decide to come back, then you come back, and it's not like, oh, back from retirement. Like, fuck off. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Just
That's so dumb.
stop doing stuff for a while and then come back if you want to come back. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
But then I for about 15 years or so, I've been in a band called Cities Never Sleep.
Fuck yeah. I've heard of you guys. I've
And
heard that
then
name.
cool, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. I did a hardcore album once, called to see if
Oh.
I could do it, called Crimson Tigers, and
Oh, fuck yeah.
that one made it on the like Billboard Heat Seekers charts
Shut up.
in 2011.
That's
No,
fucking sick.
that's about it. That's about it.
God fucking damn, dude. That's fucking incredible. What the hell?
That was
Crimson
fun.
Tigers. That's dope as hell.
You can't find it anywhere unless you have a
Really?
unless you have a CD player.
Shit. I'm gonna
I
fucking scour Discogs later.
I have it I have it in my car right now. A CD
Fuck
of it.
yeah. Dude, that's
I've been meaning to actually put it up on Spotify, but
you should.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah, yeah. Hit that Distro Kid.
All
Oh,
right.
dude, I'm
So
so
we
sorry I
got
never asked. Yeah.
oh, you don't have to be sorry. This is about you, not about me.
I know. I don't like it being about me though.
All right. Speaking of being about you, though, we got one more question before we go to a
Oh
quick
yeah.
break.
Oh wait. Let me. Gunch
Okay.
was a band.
Oh,
A
Gunch.
joke band I had with my roommates for like a month. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So before we go to a quick break, if you could give our listeners a piece of advice that you know now that you wish you would knew when you were first starting out your musical journey, what would that be?
Um. Nobody is ever going to do anything for you better than you can do it for yourself.
Yeah, I can agree. I can agree with that. I can.
Yeah.
Uh, I would say especially like nobody is going to care about you and your stuff more than you.
Yes. That's kind of what I.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like because it's not if it's not their thing, they don't fucking care. It's just,
Exactly.
I've run into that. I still run into that.
Hmm.
I ran into that today. I run into that yesterday. That is like if it isn't yours, it's never as important as it is to you. So if you
Yep.
want something done, you're gonna have to learn how to do it.
Fuck yeah. Exactly.
You know, I mean, obviously you can't do everything, and you need people, and people are
Yeah.
important, and so you just got to do your best to love them and treat them good.
Find the
So that
best ones.
find the
You
best
know.
ones.
Yeah.
That
Just find
that
the best people in the universe. No big deal.
Yeah, just find the best people in the whole darn universe and never fucking let go.
Exactly. Deal.
All right. With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with our next segment. Thank you so much again to Open Your Ears Records for partnering with us to help bring even more new artists to your attention. Now, again, Open Your Ears Records is an amazing independent record label out of Richmond, Virginia, with a killer lineup of up-and-coming bands and artists. We talk about this every week now. This week is a big one, though. Another One Down just released their highly anticipated EP, Face Reality, on Friday, May 2nd, featuring the singles Pressure and Sinners and Saints, off of Open Your Ears Records. Face Reality brings you high emotion and fast-paced intensity from start to finish, so make sure to stream the hell out of it and get out to a show if you're in the area. Make sure to also follow them and Open Your Ears Records on their socials at Another One Down RI and OYE Rex. You're going to want to follow them so you can keep up with them and everything that they've got going on. You can also once again check out our interview with Another One Down back on episode 104 or season 3, episode 35. Thank you so much again to Open Your Ears Records for partnering with us and for sponsoring this episode. And we're back. Thanks so much for sticking around. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, the food for thought segment. If you weren't hungry yet, you're going to be now. And I have not eaten yet. It is almost 7 o'clock p.m. my time, so I am getting mighty hungry. All right. My tummy is grumbling. So let's make it worse. All right. First question for you. If you had your own Scarlet Bandit meal at any fast food chain, where would it be at, and what would be in your meal?
Ha! Let's see. Definitely Subway.
It's Subway. All right. All right.
Subway.
Like
And
a
it would
$5
be
foot long.
exactly. It would probably be fuck. What would I put on that fucker? All the veggies and then ham and then fucking garlic.
Like cloves of garlic.
Cloves of fucking garlic. Yeah.
Just whole cloves.
Exactly. Just to build up tolerance for like all the vampires out there.
Flavor.
Yeah. So
Any
that's
any sauces or anything?
maybe some fucking spicy mayo on there. Shit, I don't know. I don't think about sauce.
Are you a sauceless boy when you go to Subway?
Yeah, I usually just get the fucking the veggie delights. The veggie delight, is that what it's called?
Just a dry sando, huh?
Hell
Jeez.
yeah.
Jeez.
But yeah, maybe some spicy mayo on there. I don't know. Maybe sour cream, fuck it up a little. Make it a little gross. Make it a little sloppy. Or of course. Get some bread. Throw some steak on there. Dump a big old glass of water on it.
Gross.
Hell yeah. That would be the Scarby meal.
All right. Fair enough. That one will actually be the only one under the new $5 foot long banner because all of their sandwiches are like $15 now.
Exactly.
However, this piece of shit will be $5.
Fuck yes, it will. It'll be 5 cents.
Oh gosh.
They'll pay you to eat that shit.
Right.
Ew.
All right. So this is a little bit of a strange question, but it's like let's go. Okay. Every member of the band is going to be a different snack, right?
Yeah.
What snack is each member going to be? Because I mean, you could go sweet, you could go salty. Like, who's downright unhinged? Well, I'm assuming you're downright unhinged.
I might be.
Or are you all three? But
are we going like gas station snack or just like any snack in general?
Whatever snack, whatever you consider a snack.
Fair.
I mean, it could be like ants on a log for all I care.
That's true. That shit fucks. That shit goes hard as fuck. I'd say that Dylan would be a frosted honey bun. Anytime we're ever at a gas station, that's always what he fucking gets.
I love it. Those are so good. Those are so good, though.
They fucking are. Devin would be the Diet Coke that says bro. Because he's always sipping on bro. I would be, here's a little story.
All right.
When I was like in between jobs, I was a little brokies, right? And so I would go to Walmart and definitely pay for cans of tuna and mustard. And so if you want unhinged, that was my fucking meal for a little bit, was mustard tuna.
Hey, look, I I I get you. I know where you're coming from. Let me tell you, all right? There was a time um where we was also poor, right?
Mm.
We had this I made this a sandwich I called the Smack Ramowich, okay?
Oh
And so
boy.
you would get your bread, whatever bread you could afford. Some ramen noodles, all right? And so you would make your ramen noodles, you would take all the noodles out so there's no juice in it. You would put that bad boy on the bread. You can sauce it if you want to, but I wouldn't. We put the smack ramen on the bread, and then you would use the sauce though to dip it like it's fucking odd juice, you know? You dip that bad boy in. It's like a ramen French dip.
That's fucking that is unhinged. God damn. No hinge in the building. Ugh,
You had to get your carbs in there. That's what the bread did. Got you some
it
carbs.
did. Yeah. Fucking God. Dude, that's brutal. That sounds
Yeah.
lit as fuck though, Loki.
You
That's
know,
lit and
it it
legit.
it really wasn't that. You're like kind of at first you're like, "Oh, that's kind of gross." And then you're like, "Wait, you're going to dip it in the sauce like it's fucking odd juice?" That's actually sounds kind of good.
Yeah.
And
God
it's really
damn.
not that bad, but that's poor, man. That's
Hell yeah.
that's not poor because we still had food. We're all doing all right. We're
Yeah.
surviving. We're surviving.
Surviving. It's better
Vibing and
than
surviving.
fucking mustard and tuna in a bowl. That was fucking disgusting.
I'm more
Got
of
the
a
protein in though.
I'm more of a mayo and tuna guy.
Oh yeah, I couldn't sneak the jar of mayo in my pocket. So that's why I mean I couldn't pay for the mayo at the thing. It was too big. I couldn't carry it. It's too heavy. So but yeah. So so that's it's too heavy. The mayo was
It's too
too
heavy.
heavy. I
It's too
couldn't do
heavy.
it.
It's too heavy with your weak arms. You didn't have the
Yeah.
protein in you yet.
Exactly.
Now, if you had
Yeah.
eaten the tuna beforehand, you would have had the protein to carry the mayo. But
Exactly. But am I just gonna scoop mayo up in there?
dude,
Mm-mm.
problem is what during that time you should have had yourself some Jinko's twin cannons.
Should have, yeah.
You
Yeah,
you
just
have
fucking skinny jeans is literally all I own.
you
I don't
you
own
could have
anything else.
you could have fit you could have fit a fucking full size TV in those pockets.
Fucking I could have fit the store in there.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
That's where
god.
your pockets are the cart.
Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna write that down. Shit. Your pockets are the car. That's like a mantra. Your
Pockets are the cart.
pockets are the car. That's gonna become a Recta song in 2026.
All right. I'm excited to hear
Fucking
it.
good as hell.
All right.
Okay.
This is this is the last food for thought question, all right?
Yo.
This is our deep thoughts here.
Mm.
If Scarlet Bandit was a potato, what kind of potato would you be?
Um, a sweet potato because we're so sweet.
Just a basic old sweet potato, or you dressing it up in any way?
Oh, we can try. I thought you meant like type of like plant.
No, no, it can be like what I mean, you do whatever your heart tells you to do.
Shit, that's true.
Because when I was, here's the deal, all right? I'm not
Mm.
swaying you in any way. I want you to just be able to think outside the box. When I was first asked this question, I immediately said, I'm a couch potato.
Oh, that's good.
You
Fuck.
can you can be any kind like fries, whatever any whatever potato you are.
Scarlet Bandit would be Wilbraham, Massachusetts Friendlies waffle fries. That's what we would be. Shout out Friendlies.
Waffle fries are tasty.
Fuck yeah.
Especially when they're done right though. You can't have a
Yes.
mushy waffle fry. That's bullshit.
Fuck it, kid. That shit's like straight up illegal.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Some good old friendlies.
Yeah. You go to Friendlies?
I've I think I've had Friendlies before, yeah, but
That's the shit. That's my shit. I wouldn't be here. My parents met at Friendlies. I wouldn't I owe my life to that joint.
I mean, it
Uh,
all like whenever I go to the East Coast, it's almost always the same type of shit, though. It's some sort of place to get, you know, like a Philly if I'm over in Philly, or
yeah.
fucking Sheets,
Oh
Wawa,
boy.
Sheets or Wawa,
God damn.
whatever place you're sent to,
Yeah.
you
But burgers and ice cream
some
can't beat it.
Pimento Brothers,
Oof. God damn. I've been doing fucking sheets in a minute.
dude. I I'm a Sheets boy over a Wawa, but
That's
they're
fair.
all they're all they're all very comparable.
They are.
I don't know.
Except for Cumberland motherfucking Farms. Fuck yeah. Cumberland
I
Farms fucking goaded.
I don't know what that is.
That's strictly Western Mass, I believe,
Okay.
where I'm from. That's my territory, you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hell
I
yeah.
mean, anytime I've been to any like most of these places, it's not, there's not a whole lot of like adventuring around. It's mostly like
Mm,
go here, go to this place. Is there food nearby? No. Okay. Fuck me.
yeah.
Sounds good. Is there walking distance something?
God damn.
Yeah.
I miss being on tour. God damn.
It's a fun time. Scarlet Bandit have
It
any
is.
tour plans?
No tour plans, but we got a show coming up at the Whiskey
Yeah.
opening for Values here and In Balance, which is fucking so cool. Like as I mentioned, Judge, one of my favorite hardcore bands, like since I was like 13. And like we're opening for Values here now. Like that's fucking wild.
Sheesh.
Like that when we got that email, I was like, oh fuck. Porcel wants me up there before him. All right. Okay. So that
Hell yeah,
was
man. That's exciting.
yeah, that was like a wake up call. That was like, oh my god, I'm fucking here. So, and it was so cool to not be asked to play for. No offense, guys. But our first whiskey show was opening for an ACDC tribute band. It was so much cooler than opening for an ACDC tribute band.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, come on. Like,
Yeah,
and now any show is cool, any show is important, right? But you're getting to play with not just some like a rando band. You're getting to play with somebody that means something to you. So
same.
like, yeah, for sure that's a more important show and for sure that's gonna like mean more to you.
Oh yeah,
Like, obviously.
it's fucking wild. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Well, congrats. It's exciting.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, this is it. This is our last thing. We got rapid fire questions now.
Friendships will be tested. Rapid fire questions.
You're just gonna speak from the heart. You're gonna shoot from the hip. Whatever
Fuck
the
yeah.
whatever the whatever pops into your head, even if, right, it's not one of the two options that I present to you. You just speak your truth.
Hell yeah.
All right, are you ready?
I am so ready.
All right. Liquid Death or LaCroix?
Liquid Death.
Yeah. Spotify or Apple Music?
Apple Music got better sound quality.
It's true, it does.
Yeah.
South Park or Family Guy?
Family Guy. Because Lois.
MySpace or TikTok?
Oh, fucking MySpace.
We're gonna keep it, back in the good old times here.
Hell yeah.
Drive through records or fueled by ramen?
Yeah, drive through records. Like I already like anything you put up against drive through, like drive through is gonna win.
I figured because you're a Finch fan, so I
Oh
figured
yeah.
that drive through was gonna take it.
Hell yeah.
Beanies or snapbacks?
Oh fuck. Maybe right now in June, snapbacks.
That's fair. I have a friend that is a beanies all year round, dude. Like,
That's fucked up.
yeah,
That's a case.
yeah, because it gets hot. It get like Minnesota gets hot in August, especially.
God damn, yo, somebody keep an eye on that
He
guy.
he is a he's something else, man. He is an interesting dude. I love him
Hell
more than
yeah.
anything. All right, Darth Vader or Voldemort?
Darth Vader. Fuck
Yeah,
J.K. Rowling.
well, goddamn right, Vader. Fuck him up anyway. All right, this is the last one. See if we stump you in anyway. Good Charlotte or Simple Plan?
Oh fuck. Shit. I think. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Okay. I think Good Charlotte has better albums and Simple Plan has better singles.
I
Um,
yeah, sure.
I think I'm just gonna have to go. Fuck, Good Charlotte announced a record today. I'll go with Good Charlotte
Did
just
they
for that.
did they really?
Yeah, yeah.
Dang.
Motel did something August 8th comes out.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a
They're
billboard in
I
fucking Hollywood.
nice. I really liked their last album. I thought
Dude,
like in
yeah.
from 2018, that was really
Yeah.
good.
Generation RX, that shit was fucking good.
Yeah, I didn't like their pop albums. I thought those were real bad, but
Yeah.
and honestly, I was like so okay, so I have this series I'm working on for YouTube right now. It's called Ranked
Oh,
and
hell yeah.
it's with so I'm just going through discographies, and the one of the main reasons I knew that that was fucking Revolution Radio is because the first one I did was Green Day.
Yo, I cannot wait to fucking see that. I'm a father of all motherfuckers defender. You better fucking treat her right.
Um, well, let me tell you,
I know.
it is the last. It's the last, and if you don't know that, you should.
Yeah, I know.
When I was doing all of my stuff with it, I would listen to it, and then I would like videotape myself, like record myself just giving my first initial reaction, so I have it for later. My first initial reaction to it was the best part about Father of All Motherfuckers is that it's only 29 minutes long. Uh,
26.
yeah, whatever it was, but
Yeah.
I was like, it's only that long. However, I'm gonna give you this. After finally forcing myself through the whole record, it is not as bad as I thought it was. At first, I thought I'm like, this is as bad as Metallica's Saint Anger. They should apologize to their fans for it.
Hmm.
Uh, and I still think it is leaps and bounds their worst record, but I there are some redeemable songs on it.
Sugar Youth.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of them.
Hell yeah.
So here's the thing, and here's the deal, just a little teaser for the video. The reason
Mhm.
I hate that style of music though. Like I really hate the reverb on his vocals. It grades on me. Like I hate it.
Yeah.
Uh it's just it like the indie rock trying to be classic rock sound. I just don't
Yeah.
like it. I just don't like it.
I don't like the Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I no, I can't stand the Arctic Monkeys, and I don't like the Hives. I don't like the Strokes.
I
Really.
fucking love the Hive so much. Sorry.
I don't like that sound. It's one of those things that just like drives me nuts. Um, but that's about it. But there are some like redeeming songs on that album. I felt like because it's like half of it's like, oh, we're gonna be classic rock, and then half of it's like, well, maybe we'll be Green Day.
Yeah. We'll be
You
Green
know?
Day, but in under 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like we'll be Green Day, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's
Graffitia. Oof, that song.
Yeah, yeah. Like
Closer.
the second half of the album, I feel is significantly better than the first.
Fuck yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah.
So
Stab You in the Heart, also fucking just like the 50s kind of bluesy one. Ugh, that
yeah,
one's so
I
fun.
I didn't dislike that one. That was one of the ones I was like, all right, this is still like in that kind of like classic rock indie genre, but I don't hate this one. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
I
I get
came
why people
around.
hate it, but
Yeah,
you'll...
I do like one of the things I liked about it was the cover art though.
Really?
The cover art's interesting. So because it did you know or notice that it is a like refurbished American Idiot.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah. So
actually it's Billy Joe's personal copy.
yeah, so like I didn't know that at first, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he wrote Father of All Motherfuckers on the arm.
Mm-hmm. What a fucking guy. Oh my god.
Dude, I think Billy Joel's amazing. I love him.
Oh yeah, he's the fucking best.
I love like his like political stance and like how like that's fucking rock and roll. Everyone's like, just shut up and just play music. That's not fucking punk rock or rock and roll. So fuck
Yeah,
you and sit down.
not at all.
I love it. I love that stance.
Fuck yeah. That's the shit. Especially the Palestine stuff at Coachella.
Oh yeah,
That was killer.
yeah.
Like
Cool
in front
dude.
of that many people. Like
Oh yeah,
that was really fucking sick.
he's a cool dude.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's it though. You did it. You finished the podcast.
I did.
All right. Give everybody a little recap. Let everybody know what you got going on, where they can find you, and what is next.
All right. So Scarlet Bandit's got a new record coming out either at the end of this year or beginning of next year. Called Kids These Days. Whoops. Um,
You heard it here first, folks.
second single in August. You'll get that one. That one's a lot more poppy. New Rectus Abdominis album in September called Fuck This Album. You can find both bands on any streaming platform. Instagram. We're not on Twitter. Fuck Elon Musk. Shit. If you're in Southern California, specifically the Los Angeles area, come see Scarlet Bandit at the Whiskey on July 2nd, opening for Imbalance and Values here. Tickets are in our bio. So go find us on Instagram, Scarlet Bandit XO. Come to the show. Come throw something at me. I don't know. I'll catch it and I'll throw it back even harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. This is killer.
Oh yeah, man. This is awesome. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Of course.
And everybody, this has been another episode of the Unsigned Pop Punk Podcast. Make sure you go check out Scarlet Bandit. Make sure you go check out all of his other projects. You know, go do some deep dives and go find that like
Go find that Gunch album.
Go find that Gunch album. Go find it, baby. You can find it. It's the internet's forever.
I believe in you.
The internet's forever. So, all right, guys. We'll see you all on Monday. Thank you so much for checking out the show. Please hit that like, subscribe, or follow button so you never miss an episode. And thank you to those who already are. Please rate and review the show to help the show be found by new people. And if you're in the position to help us grow, head on over to our website where you can find merch, our Patreon, and other ways that you can help at www.unsignedpoppunk.com. Let us know in the comments who else you'd like to see on the show and what other content you would like to see. Thank you so much for spending your time with us.